It's time for Nickel Hunt and Album Fill episode 21. And this time, I've got 2 boxes to hunt. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and I was able to procure boxes number 28 and 29 of the series for this episode number 21. Now, I'm going to keep it kind of quick on the intro so we can get right to the hunt. We have 2 boxes of circulated nickels. I checked for enders, did not see any. We're going to go with this B of A box first, and then we'll move on to the Wells Fargo one second. Now, if you're not caught up on the series, I recommend you check out the playlist down below before watching this video. If you're already caught up, you'll recall we are just 6 nickels short of completing this Jefferson Nickels album. We've got all of the nickels from the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, and the 60s, but we're missing the semi-key date 55P, please be in one of these boxes, a 50D key date, a 38S key date, a 39S key date, and 2 more war nickels, a 43D and a 44S. That 43D was my bane the last time I completed a whole Jefferson Nickels album. I'm hoping to see that before the end, and hopefully we get some silver in these 2 boxes, not only for the album as fillers or upgraders, but for the 2021 silver jar as well. You guys know the drill. We're going to start hunting. I'll bring you in on the finds, and let's see if we can fill a spot or 2. Roll number 1 of this 2-box hunt is going to yield our first find. Just cracked it open, and only a handful of coins later, we've got a 1946 Philadelphia. Same roll, a 1957 Denver. Roll 6, a 1959 in pretty tough shape from Denver. We're on roll 23 already, and we had a lot of rolls without any finds. Bring in though, because we finally have a find, and it is a 1954 Denver. Roll number 27 is going to yield a 1947. 1947 minted in Philadelphia. Roll number 29, another 1957, minted in Denver again. Roll number 38 of this first slow box, but we've got a 1955. It's in decent enough shape that it could be a P. Be a Philadelphia, please. And it's a Denver. We tried. The hunt continues. Same roll, and we've got a 1949 nickel. Minted in San Francisco. Had it been a Denver, we could check for the D over S. But it's San Francisco. Either way, guess what that means? It's a semi-key date. I'll take a semi-key date nickel in a slow box, and it might upgrade. And for those wondering, I did check that nice 55D. It is not the 55D over S. Well, we're on roll 49 of this completely slow nickel box, but we are going to have another find, and it's going to be a foreign, and I believe this is going to be a Swiss 20 Rapin, if my memory serves me correctly. Yep, a Helvetica from, oh, it's kind of old. 1939. 1939, 20 Rapin, minted at the E mint, I guess, or at least has the E mint mark. We'll do a little research on that really quick and let you know the mintage and if it's worth anything. All right, did a little research. That is not an E. I guess my eyes are failing me. That is going to be a B. 1939 B, 20 Rapin from Switzerland, is about 50 cents in this condition, VF condition. I'll take it. It's a nice find. 8.1 million minted, and it's a beauty. Best find of the box, other than maybe the 49S semi-key date. 1 roll left. Roll number 50 of the first box is going to give us a parting gift. I see a 1941 Denver nickel, and that is the oldest Jefferson nickel of the hunt. Obviously, the 39 Swiss 20 Rapin is the oldest. Since we're pretty much done with the hunt, we only had, I think, 9 finds, 9 older Jeffersons, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. we had the foreign and the world's worst 2009 Denver. It has been grinded. Got a couple of nicer nickels I'll check against the album after the 2-box hunt. But since we didn't really get anything in this box, we're going to move right into box 2 and pray we get more goodies than that. I'll see you on the first find in box 29 of the series. Roll number 2 of the second box of the hunt, and we've got a find early on, and it's not a bad looking 1941. It looks like it has the ring of death from being an ender at some point, but it's a 41 Philadelphia. Roll number 3, another 40s nickel, a 1946 San Francisco. Roll number 7, we've got a 1946 nickel, minted in Philadelphia. Roll number 8, yet another 40s nickel, and this one is a 1940 Philadelphia. Oldest Jefferson so far. Roll 9, a 1949 minted in Philly, I believe, but let's just double check. That's Philly. 1949 found. Roll 13, a 1947 minted in Philly. Roll number 16, and we've got a 1942 nickel here. 1942, they minted both nickel nickels and silver 35% or nickels. This does not have the silver look though. And it's not, but it is a 42D, so we can check it for the D over horizontal D. And there is some gunk around it, but I don't think I see a D over horizontal D. I will take a closer look and let you know if it becomes that, but that is one I've been looking for. It doesn't appear to be it, but I will wipe it down and get back to you if it is. Roll number 19, cracked it open, laid it out, and I see a couple of finds. The first one is a 1941 Denver, and the second one is a 1955. Come on, Philly. Denver. We'll keep looking, but as a little FYI here, that is actually the 9th find of this box in the 19th roll. And to put it in perspective, we only had 9 finds in the entire last box. So definitely a better box so far. Let's keep looking. Roll number 20. We've got our second 1959 of the 2 boxes, and this one's pretty nice. It's also minted in Denver. Roll 23, a 1941 Philadelphia. Roll 26, a 1957 again, also from Denver. Roll 33, and we've got another 40s nickel, and this one is a 1946 in decent shape. 46 Philly, maybe an upgrader. Roll 44, and we've got our first nickel from 1958 finally. 58 Denver. Same roll, another 1959 from Denver. Roll number 40, and we have another chance for a 55 Philly. Will it be it? It will not be it. Let's check it for the 55 D over S. We've got some major damage there, but let me look at that because it looks a little suspicioso to me. I'll be right back. All right, I wiped it away a little bit. It looks like it's just some distortion or some damage. I guess it could be one of the lesser RPMs like a D over D, but I don't see any of the markers that says it is other than that extra accentuated top part of the D, the serif on the top left. Either way, it's not going to be worth anything in this condition, so we'll just chalk it up as another 55D and still continue to hunt for that 55P. Just grabbed roll 41, laid it out, and I see the second coin in, almost an ender, is going to be a 50s nickel, a 1952 Philadelphia. And while I have you here, just in case, could this one be old? It's old, but not one we need. Same roll, and we've got another 50s nickel. It's a 57 Denver. Roll number 42, our second 1958. Looks like it's a Santa Claus Jefferson, 58 Denver. Roll 43, yet another 1949. 49 Philly. Roll 44, another 1957. Another from Denver. Well, box 29 and both boxes for this video have been hunted, and it was a better box. We have a total of 30 finds as far as early Jeffersons, 9 from the first box, 21 from this box, and I do like getting 20 to 25 per box, so it was a decent box. We did find a semi-key date 1949S, and we do possibly have some upgraders throughout this board, and maybe some of the more modern ones might upgrade as well. We only had 109, and it's chewed up, so it'll go back. I do enjoy finding foreign coins, and this 20 Rapin Swiss Helvetica from 1939 is probably the find of the hunt, assuming we don't have any major upgrades. Let me plug them in, and then I'll bring you back with what we possibly upgraded in the album. All right, it looks like we have 5 upgrades here. We're going to upgrade this 1985 Philly. You can see it's clearly better. We're going to upgrade this 1972P only because it has less gunk on it, but it's still a beauty. We're going to upgrade that 49S we found. More detail, sharper rim. We're upgrading the 46P. Definitely a better rim, better detail. And the 42D, they're about a toss-up, but I like the reverse of the new 42D. I pulled the other one out really quick, and it is cleaner. So we're going to upgrade those 5. Let me get them upgraded, and I'll be right back. All 5 upgrades have been added to the book, so despite not adding any of the 6 nickels we need, and we're stuck at 132 out of 38, we did actually upgrade 5, which makes the album just that much nicer. I wish we would have found a nickel for this album for you guys during this hunt, but we know it's going to get harder and harder to find nickels. They are the tougher ones to find. Hopefully, despite the lack of fillers, the upgraders and the hunt was still fun for you. If you enjoyed this 2-box nickel hunt and album fill episode number 21, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.